Hello students, this is the third video lecture of chapter 14 Motion and Time, class 7th Science. In this video lecture, this would be probably the last video lecture of this chapter, and in this video lecture we would be basically focusing on distance time graph, or else we can say we would be studying two different types of motion, as we have already initiated the motion part of this chapter in the second video lecture. Okay, that was regarding the concept of speed. Yes, so in speed we defined speed. We have a formula for speed, that is distance divided by time. Okay, simple. We also studied that the standard unit of speed is meter per second. Okay, the standard unit of speed is meter per second. How come we can say that the standard unit of speed is meter per second? So you can consider the formula. By formula we can say that since speed is equal to what? Speed is nothing but distance divided by time. Distance covered divided by time taken. Okay, so you have to consider the unit of distance as meter. How come? Because the SI unit of distance is meter, and the SI unit of time is second. The SI unit of time is second. So overall, if we consider the SI unit of speed, it would be meter per second. Okay, if I have to consider a larger unit for speed, then I would be taking kilometer per hour. But the standard unit of speed is meter per second. And regarding that, we have discussed various questions. I think 2 solved examples. Okay, so we now move down to the graph. What if I consider 2 aspects and draw a graph? I take the x-axis and the y-axis of a graph. So I know you are very well aware of the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis. X-axis is nothing but horizontal axis. Okay, and when I say y-axis, it is the vertical axis in the graph. So y-axis. Now you have been asked that if we talk about a graph of uniform motion and we are comparing with the graph of non-uniform motion. So if I give you, or if I make you understand what is uniform motion, then it would be quite easy for you to understand what is non-uniform motion. Okay, so if we talk about uniform motion, so a body is said to be in uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion when it travels in a straight line and covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. For example, they have given an example in which a car from say lamp post, they have given a reference कि भाई यहाँ से कार ने चलना स्टार्ट किया, टाइम देख लिया 9 बजे कार ने चलना स्टार्ट किया. ओडोमीटर का रीडिंग तक था 5605. Always you would be finding that the reading of the odometer is in kilometers. So when I see the speedometer, that speedometer, or else you would be seeing like this, there would be a pointer which would be fluctuating like this. Okay, and in between there would be a scale which would be showing some digits in kilometers, and that is nothing but odometer. So while considering this example, they are basically keeping a track on odometer readings, okay, in kilometers. So when the car just was going to initiate to move, the reading of odometer was 5605 kilometer. Since the car is going to start, okay, and is going to move further, the initial distance covered by the car is 0 and the distance travelled in 5 minutes of interval. So first of all we won't be taking. After 5 minutes, every 5 minutes we have to check how much distance the car covers. So after 5 minutes, that is at 9:05 am, the reading of odometer from 5605 comes to 5610. That means there was increase in 5 kilometers in the interval of 5 minutes. So the distance covered in interval of 5 minutes is 5 kilometers. Again, if we see at 9:10, the total, now the kilometer has, in the odometer has changed to 5615. So if you see, there is a gradual increase in 5 kilometers. So after 5 minutes, there is gradual increase in 5 kilometers, and the total distance covered by the car from, starting from 9 am is 10 kilometers till now. And the increase from the, second to third reference is of 5 kilometers in 5 minutes. Okay. Similarly, if you see at 9:15, after again 5 minutes, there is again a distance covered of 5 kilometers. That is, the odometer reading went from 5615 to 5620. Then that means there is again a 5 kilometer increment, or else we can say the total distance is 15 kilometers. Again at 9:20, okay, the odometer reading changed to 5625. Here again, if you see, there is an increment in 5 kilometer and the total distance covered is 20 kilometers. So in 5-minute interval, okay, from this 4th to 5th, there is an increase in 5 kilometers. Okay, so what you can see here, that at every 5-minute interval there is 5 kilometer distance covered. So in equal interval of time, equal distances are being covered by the car. So we can consider this as uniform motion. And uniform motion means when the object travels in a straight line and is covering equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, so for every 5 minutes it covers 5 kilometers. For every 5 minutes it covers 5 kilometers. Okay, so if we take a look onto the graph versus which? Time, which is on x-axis, time versus distance. Yes, as I said, distance time graph, we would be observing distance time graph. So we would be considering the distance in kilometers and we would be considering the time in minutes. Okay, now let us start make this set of information turn into a graph. Okay, let us start. So at 9 am the distance covered is 0. So at 9 am the distance covered is 0. So we would be pointing this as one of the point. Okay, next at 9:05 the distance covered is 5 kilometer. So at 9:05 the distance covered is of 5 kilometers. At 9:10 the distance covered is 10 kilometers. So 10 kilometers distance covered is 10 kilometers at 9:10. 9:15, 15, total distance 15 kilometers. at 9:20, total 20 kilometers. And if you try to make a line, or if you try to join the points, okay, since I am not using the scale, you won't be getting the perfect straight line, but when you would be following a specific measurement for all this given data, then you would be definitely getting a straight line. And this straight line, when you plot a graph for distance versus time, and if you get a straight line, or if your graph is of straight line, that indicates that this graph is of uniform motion. That means the speed remains constant. That means the particular vehicle or the particular object would be covering equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, so this was about uniform motion. So as I said, if you are able to get uniform motion, it would be very easy for you to get non-uniform motion. That a body is said to be in non-uniform motion if the speed or the direction of the body does not remain constant. Here the speed remains constant. The distance is covered in equal intervals of time, but here the distance is not covered in equal interval of time. Suppose if you are going on highway, on express highway, there might be, you can, for some time, you can run on uniform speed. With constant speeds पे चलते जा रहे हो, that means you are performing uniform motion. But when I say, if you are driving a car in a city area where there is usually a traffic wala jam, okay, so what you can say that there the motion performed by you or by your car is non-uniform motion. There the speed does not remain constant. There might be a pace where you can have a chance and ride fast in between that jam, and there might be a block for you. The vehicles would be moving like this. If we specifically talk about Indian city roads, so there the two-wheelers would be moving like this, and there might be a car in front of you, a big bus in front of you. You have to wait, you have to apply brakes at a certain time, brake accelerator. Okay, so that makes your speed not constant. Okay, that make your speed unbalanced. It's not in a smooth or you can say constant speed is not maintained, and that is that motion is referred as non-uniform motion. Okay, so again, just like the data given for uniform motion, there is been data given for non-uniform motion. Okay, and from that data they try to make the graph of again distance in kilometers versus time in minute. Okay, so on x-axis they have considered the parameter or the physical quantity time, and on the y-axis they have considered another physical quantity, that is distance. Now if you observe the data, suppose the car again from lamp post started at 9 AM. Okay, the odometer reading was 5630. अभी start हो रही है, तो distance covered would be 0. टाइम तो देखना ही नहीं है, टाइम तो होगा ही नहीं ना. अब 5 मिनट होंगे, फिर we would be starting the start to check out the time. और means to every 5 मिनट में कितना distance cover किया, तो 5 मिनट तो हो, उसके बाद चेक करेंगे. नेक्स्ट 5 मिनट हुए, यानी 9 से 9 5 हुए. ओडोमीटर का रीडिंग चेक करो. From 5630 it becomes 5632. That means an increment in 2 kilometer. So from 9 to 9:05 the car covers the distance of 2 kilometers. So in the time interval of 5 minutes, the distance traveled by the car is 2 kilometers. Again, from 9:05 to 9:10, the distance covered by the car 3:2 से 3:5 हो गया. It means 3 kilometer increment. So in that particular 5 minutes, that is from 9:05 to 9:10, the distance covered by the car is 3 kilometer. The total distance from 9 to 9:10 is 5 kilometer. Okay, similarly at 9:15, the odometer reading from 3:5 changes to 3:6. Okay, 5:6:3:6. That means an increment in 1 kilometer in that particular 5 minutes. So there is a probability कि उस 5 मिनट में उसने 2 किलोमीटर भी कवर कर सकते हैं, वही 5 मिनट में 3 किलोमीटर भी कवर कर सकते हैं, वही 5 मिनट में 1 किलोमीटर भी कवर करा जा सकता है. That means the speed is not constant. कभी कम हो जा रही है तो कभी ज्यादा हो रही है, तभी distance covered also varies in that fixed interval of time. Okay. Similarly at 9:20, 5:36 से 5:40 हो गया, यानी 4 किलोमीटर का इंक्रीमेंट हुआ. Then the total distance covered by the car is 10 kilometers. So now let us try to plot the graph of time versus distance. Always keep in mind time is represented on x-axis and distance is represented on y-axis. Time तो पता है 9, 9:05, 9:10, 9:15, 9:20. Okay. So you can make a scale for this also, that 1 centimeter is equal to 5 minutes in case of time. ये जो आपने एक ब्लॉक लेते हो ग्राफ में या वो 1 सेंटीमीटर लेते हो, it is nothing but 5 minutes. Okay, and when I talk about horizontal, I mean vertical y-axis, then the distance is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 kilometer. So this is the scale, this is the reference. Okay, so in case if we talk about this, okay, again at 9 the distance covered is 0. Okay, at 9:05 the distance covered is 2. If you see the distance 2, 5, 6, 10, so instead of writing 5, 10, 15, 20, we can write 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So here the scale considered by you for distance is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometer. Here you see there is a table of 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so this 1 centimeter जो ग्राफ का एक ब्लॉक आता है, तो this 1 centimeter is equal to 2 kilometer and this 1 centimeter for time it is again 5 minutes. Am I going fluent enough? है ना? It's simple. Now at 9:05 the distance covered is 2 kilometers. So at 9:05, okay, the distance covered is 2 kilometer. At 9:10 the distance covered, total distance covered is 5 kilometer. तो 4 और 6 के बीच में आएगा, यहाँ कहीं पे 5 kilometers. Okay, then 9:15, 6 kilometers. 9:15, 6 kilometer, and at 9:20, 10 kilometers. Direct 10 हो गया है ना, 6 से direct 10. So if you now try to join the points, you might not get a fluent, straight line. Okay, you might not get the fluent straight line. Okay, there is the sections of straight line, but there is not a straight line. The graph is not the straight line of graph distance versus time in case of non-uniform motion. So with this data given, if we plot the graph, we do not get straight line, and if we do not get straight line graph, that means this motion is not uniform. Okay, so if a body covers equal distances in equal interval of time, then we can say that this particular body is performing uniform motion. But if it is not covering equal distances in equal interval of time, हर 5 मिनट में अलग अलग किलोमीटर कवर कर रहे हैं, that is non-uniform motion. तो उसमें आपको straight line graph का नहीं मिलेगा. Okay, and there is always necessary to mention the scale for the graph you are considering. Okay, so with this now let us calculate the speed. In case of uniform motion, if we am पे जो स्पीड होगा, स्पीड क्या है, डिस्टेंस कवर्ड डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम टेकन. ओके, तो डिस्टेंस कवर्ड, डिस्टेंस कितना कवर किया, 5 किलोमीटर. टाइम कितना लिया, 5 मिनट्स. 5 किलोमीटर डिवाइड बाय 5 मिनट्स. तो कभी स्पीड का ऐसा कोई यूनिट देखा है, नहीं. आइदर यू हैव सीन मीटर पर सेकेंड और किलोमीटर पर आवर. So let us convert this minute into hour to make the unit kilometer per hour. Okay, so here what we would be doing is, you know, ये जो minutes है, जैसे we know 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So 5 minutes is equal to 60 divided by 5. Is it correct? No. Yes. According to unitary method, again we have to apply the cross method. 5 multiplied by 1 divided by 60. So 5 minutes into 1 hour divided by 60 minutes. So minutes and minutes cancel. Whatever time we would be getting would be in hour. That was our aim. So 5 divided by 60 would be 1 by 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, that is 12. 1 by 12 hour. तो मिनट को अब हमने किस में कन्वर्ट कर दिया, 1 by 12 hours. So can I write this 5 minute as 1 by 12 hours. अब देखो ये कैसा है, 5 divided by 1 divided by 1 by 12. तो उसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं 5 divided by 1 into 12 by 1. That means 5 into 12, 5 into 12, that is 60 kilometer per hour is the speed of the car at 9:05 am. Okay, similarly if we consider speed at suppose 9:15 am. Okay, तो 9:15 में total distance covered by the car is 15 kilometer. तो distance में आ जाएगा 15 kilometers. और total time तो ये क्या है, 5 plus 5 plus 5 15 minutes. तो divided by 15 minutes है ना, divided by 15 minutes. So again as we converted 5 minutes into hours, we would be same converting 15 minutes into hours. So we know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Okay, so 15 minutes is equal to 15 minutes multiplied by 1 hour divided by 60. Okay, so what do you think, is there any direct cross cancellation? 3 5s are 3 20s are 5 1s are 4s are 1 by 4. That means I can write 15 minutes as 1 divided by 4 hour. We have converted the time now in hour. Okay. Now again you can write 15 by 1 divided by 1 by 4. इसी को मैं ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ ना, और फिर 15 divided by 1 multiplied by 1 kilometer per hour. That means 4 into 15, that is 60 kilometer per hour. So if you check in the previous case also we were getting 60 kilometer per hour. इसमें भी 60 kilometer per hour. You follow the same method and calculate for 20 kilometer for 20 minutes and that's all, है ना? हाँ, and 10 kilometers for 10 minutes. You check it out. You would be always getting the speed as 60 kilometer per hour. Why? Because we are considering uniform motion. So in uniform motion, the speed would always remain constant. In this case, the speed is constant and is 60 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now, if we calculate the speed for non-uniform motion, okay, for non-uniform motion, so what would be the speed we would be getting? So let us consider at again 9:05 am, or let us take 9:10 am. Okay, so the speed at 9:10 am is distance covered is total 5 kilometer. divided by time. Time taken would be 5 minutes इसका और इसका, मतलब 9 बजे से चालू किया 9:10 तक, यानी 10 मिनट हुए, divided by 10 minutes. Again we have to convert this minutes into hours to get the speed in the unit. हमें स्पीड किस में चाहिए, किलोमीटर पर आवर, है ना. That's why we are converting minutes into hour. Again 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So 10 minutes is equal to 10 minutes multiplied by 1 hour divided by 60 minutes. समझ आ रहा है. सो अब क्या होगा, मिनट से मिनट्स कैंसिल, हमें जो आंसर मिलेगा वो आर में मिलेगा, दैट इज 1/6 आर. 0 से 0 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, है ना. 1/6 आर, यानी अब हमें 10 मिनट्स को 1/6 आर लिख सकती हूँ. देखो ये क्या है, 5/1 किलोमीटर डिवाइड बाय 1/6 आर. इसको मैं ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ इंटू 6/1 आर, दैट इज किलोमीटर पर आर, दैट इज 30 किलोमीटर पर आर. तो 9:10 को जो स्पीड थी वो थी 30 किलोमीटर पर आर. अब हम डिस्टेंस ले लेते हैं, मान लो कितना, 9:15 को 6 किलोमीटर कवर किया 9:15 तक, और कितना मिनट, 9 बजे से चालू किया 9:15 तक 15 मिनट्स हुए. अगेन वी वुड बी converting this 15 minutes into hours, है ना. So we know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So 15 minutes क्या होगा, क्रॉस करेंगे, 15 minutes multiply by 1 hour divided by 60 minutes. Again minutes से minutes cancel, okay, and we know that 15 ones are 15 fours are 60, okay, or else you can do it by 3 5s are 3 20s are, okay, and 5 4s are 20, 1/4, okay. So 1/4 hour. Up we would be replacing this 15 minutes by 1/4 hour. What next? Just we have to solve this and find the speed. So it would be, you can write like this, 6 divided by 1 kilometer and divided by 1/4 hour, that is kilometer per hour. You can write this as 6 into 4/1 kilometer per hour, that is 6 4s are 24 kilometer per hour. So if you check in the previous case at 9:10, the speed was 30 kilometer per hour, and at 9:15 the speed was 24 kilometer per hour. You check for other time intervals like at 9:20, at 9, the speed would differ. At 9 the speed won't be there because the distance covered is 0. You check for 9:05 and 9:20, okay, so the speed would be different because it is a non-uniform motion. The speed won't remain constant, है ना. स्पीड चेंज होती रहेगी, इसलिए जब भी तुम स्पीड कैलकुलेट करोगे कोई भी टाइम इंटरवल पे, वो हर बार अलग टाइम दिखाएगा, अलग स्पीड दिखाएगा, है ना, अलग स्पीड दिखाएगा. सो इस कंसेप्ट के लिए हमने एवरेज स्पीड निकाला. नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन में क्या आता है, एवरेज स्पीड, कि हमें एवरेज स्पीड निकालेंगे. एवरेज स्पीड क्या था ओवरऑल इस नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन का, तो एवरेज स्पीड इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम स्पीड. रिमेंबर, हम जो स्पीड कैलकुलेट करते हैं वो क्या होता है, डिस्टेंस डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम, यानी उस टाइम पे जो डिस्टेंस कवर किया, ठीक है, वो हम उस हिसाब से हम स्पीड निकालते हैं. एवरेज स्पीड क्या होता है, टोटल डिस्टेंस, कि पूरे मोशन परफॉर्म करने के दौरान टोटल डिस्टेंस जो कवर किया इन टोटल टाइम, यानी यहाँ पे 9 से 9:20 यानी 20 मिनट. सो टोटल टाइम टेकन, टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर डिवाइड बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन इज एवरेज स्पीड. यूनिफॉर्म मोशन में एवरेज स्पीड निकालने की जरूरत ही नहीं क्योंकि स्पीड कांस्टेंट रहती है. बट इन केस ऑफ नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन देयर इज अ नीड बिकॉज एट एवरी टाइम इंटरवल द स्पीड चेंजेस. इसलिए हमने क्या किया, एवरेज स्पीड इज इक्वल टू टोटल डिस्टेंस अपॉन टोटल टाइम. ओके, सो टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर, देखो लास्ट कितना जाता है 10 किलोमीटर है ना, 10 से ज्यादा है नहीं, तो टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड इज 10 किलोमीटर एंड टोटल टाइम टेकन इज, देखो 9 से स्टार्ट किया 9:20 तक, 20 मिनट्स. एवरेज स्पीड कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं कैसे, बाय कन्वर्टिंग 20 मिनट्स इनटू आवर्स. वी नो 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So 20 minutes is equal to 20 minutes into 1 hour divide by 60 minutes. मिनट से मिनट्स कैंसिल, बचेगा आर, तो तुम्हें जो टाइम मिलेगा वो आर में मिलेगा. 0 से 0 कट, 2 1 जा 2 3 जा 6, so 1/3 hour. So 10 किलोमीटर डिवाइडेड बाय 1/3 आर. इसको मैं ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ 10 डिवाइड 1, इसको डिवाइड करेंगे, ये जो डिवाइड एंड 1/3, तो मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकती हूँ 10 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 इंटू 3/1. मल्टीप्लाई होगा ना, डिवाइड का मल्टीप्लाई, तो ये रेसिप्रोकल. ठीक है, ये हो जाएगा 30. दिस 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर. तो एवरेज स्पीड ऑफ दिस नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन इज 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर. Okay, so average speed is different and you know the normal speed is different. Speed मतलब क्या, कि उस समय पे जितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया, जितना टाइम लगा, वो हमें कैलकुलेट करना है एट दैट पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट. भाई 9:10 को स्पीड क्या थी, 9:20 को स्पीड क्या थी. बट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट एवरेज स्पीड, सो यू नो ड्यूरिंग दैट कंप्लीट मोशन, जो टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर किया इन टोटल टाइम टेकन is the average speed. And average speed can be you can find from non-uniform motion, क्योंकि uniform motion में speed तो constant ही रहता है. Okay, so this was all about in this chapter. That was the last topic. The difference between uniform motion and non-uniform motion. And on the basis of distance time graph, we studied both these types of motion. Okay. So that's all, we can end this chapter, and in the next class we would be starting with the new chapter of science of class 7.